Shemai! Okay, so different angle today because today I'm going to show you what is in this cupboard right here. Ah! Okay, so down here I've got like old rubbishy bits, like old school stuff and A4 notebooks and whatever else is down there. And this is where I keep all of my books. So I've got 3 layers basically. I've got this first one here that you can see that these are on top of, and then I've got another one behind and another one behind that as well. Obviously it looks quite messy, so my plan for right now is to take everything out and to show you what I have. So it's kind of like a bookshelf tour, but it's more of a I'm going to clean at the same time. So I'm just going to run through it really quickly. Probably won't say a lot about each one because it's going to get a bit boring. So first I'm just going to remove all the stuff that I have in front. So now I'm just going to take each one out and tell you if I've read them or not, and then maybe also a bit about them, but I feel that's just going to get really long, so I might just cut it. Okay, so you've got Christmas Stories by Enid Blyton. I've read one of these stories, but it's fairly childish, so I decided that I would read them around Christmas instead. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. This is the signature collection. I've got the rest of them in there as well. And this one's fairly well loved. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. This is the hardback original version, and yes, I have read it. The Revenant by Michael Punke. Who knows? No, I have not read it. Lesser Used Languages. Haven't started reading this one yet. Year of Marvellous Ways by Sarah Winman. Nope. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Oh yes. Part 2 and 3 of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Not yet. Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. Nope. Shirley Jackson's We Have Always Lived in the Castle. Oh why yes, I have. Mad Girl by Bryony Gordon. Marion Keyes, Making It Up As I Go Along. Not yet. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Oh why yes, I have. This one I bought in a charity shop, and it doesn't have its dust jacket, so. To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. Not yet. I love this cover so much. Jojo Moyes After You. Not yet, because I'm bracing myself for the tears. Lingo by Gaston Doran. Not yet, but I'm looking forward to it. Edgar Allan Poe's Selected Poems. I haven't flipped through it yet. Ted Hughes' Selected Poems and Sylvia Plath's Selected Poems. Yes, I have read them both for English literature last year. Yay! Sylvia Plath the Bell Jar. Yes, I read and I cried. Harry Potter à l'école des sorcières. Not yet. Pas encore. Les Misérables. Pas encore. Good Wives, the kind of like second part of Little Women. I haven't read it yet. This one's just a little English-French conversational book thingy, and I flicked through it, but you don't really need to read it. Language Myths. Not yet. Oxford's Very Short Introduction to Sociolinguistics. Not yet, but again, I'm very much looking forward to it. Sociolinguistics. Not yet. The Story of English Accents, You Say Potato, by Ben and David Crystal. Not yet. 2 more David Crystals, neither of which I have read. A Little Book of Language and How Language Works, but again, looking forward to so much. Check my little Hermione bookmark. The Welsh Kings, I have flicked through, especially to the part about Llywelyn Fawr, who is Llywelyn ap Iorwerth, and his grandson Llywelyn ap Griffith, so it's quite good for what I'm studying in Welsh at the moment. History of the Welsh Language, I haven't flicked through it yet, but I do actually own this big poster, but I don't have it on my wall because it's in a frame and it's very big and bulky. So, Land of My Fathers, this giant beast of a book which was originally published in Welsh, I believe. I have not given it a read yet, but I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to reading so many of these books. Obviously I'm going to be looking forward to them, otherwise I wouldn't own them. My Grammar and I, or Should That Be Me? I've flicked through it. Learn French with Stories, I've read 2 or 3 of them, I think, so it's going to go in like the middle pile. Le Petit Prince, and this is, I love this edition because you've got, on one side you've got the French and on the other you've got the English, but no, I haven't started. I started reading it but I haven't finished it yet. Reasons to Stay Alive by Matt Haig, I haven't read it yet. If you're noticing a theme that I haven't actually read a lot of these books, it's because I like buying them and keeping them and then not reading them and then buying more books. So, more for the no pile. Geoffrey Chaucer, The Nun's Priest's Tale. Buddhism, Plain and Simple. The History of the World in Bite-Sized Chunks. I have read Tales of Beedle the Bard, but I haven't read Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them or Quidditch Through the Ages. Kindred Spirits by Rainbow Rowell, I have read this. More for the no pile, we've got Ghost Letter Watchman by Harper Lee, Veda, which is all about Buddhism again, I think, or spirituality found in the ancient writings of the East, and Persuasion by Jane Austen. So many unread books. And this beauty right here is the Oxford Dictionary of Quotations, I don't know if you can see that. And it is gorgeous. I bought it second hand, obviously. It's probably like 15th hand or something. But it's so nice. Like there's a big chunk of the Bible, just like notable quotes and stuff. Coleridge, Dickens, Kipling, and so on. But it's just huge. The Great Gatsby, yep. All for the no pile. The Odyssey, Agnes Grey, Passage to India, Jack Kerouac's On the Road, and Wuthering Heights. I did start reading it, I got a fair way through it, but I gave up. More for the no pile. Cassandra Clare's Clockwork Prince, because I don't have the first one. This is a cool Dave Grohl's biography. It's not an autobiography. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, About a Boy, The Buried Giant, and Billy and Me, The Map, The Miniaturist, and How Not to Disappear. I have too many unread books. A Case of Exploding Mangoes, Jasper Jones, Les Confessions d'un Accro de Shopping, Vampire Diaries 1 and 2, Cendrillon, another copy of Persuasion, The Understudy, The Night Circus, Far from the Madding Crowd, and The Wind in the Willows. I have read Jane Austen's Northanger Abbey. More for the unread pile. What a surprise. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, A Tale of Two Cities, Hamlet, Sense and Sensibility. I started reading The Hound of the Baskerville. I haven't read Elephants Can Remember. I haven't read Steppenwolf. And I haven't read this big, chunky, hunky piece of literature, War and Peace. However, I have read We Are All Completely Beside Ourselves. I have read An Inspector Calls, A Streetcar Named Desire, Never Let Me Go, The Little House on the Prairie, The Railway Children, and the first instalment of Little Women. I have also read The Age of Miracles, King Lear, and Us by David Nichols. I haven't read Great Expectations, A Christmas Carol, or Oliver Twist, but I have read just about everything else that's left in my cupboard. See, I did it thoughtfully. I put all the ones I'd read at the back, so that's everything, A Midsummer Night's Dream, Claire de Lune, One Day, You're the One That I Want, The Book Thief, Life of Pi, Breaking Dawn, and the Twilight Official Illustrated Guide. I've also read Pride and Prejudice. This is the abridged version, however, so I don't know what the unabridged is like in comparison. Holes by Louis Sachar and Little Stars by Jacqueline Wilson. 1 to 5 of the Mortal Instruments series. I'm on book 6 right now. John Green's Beauties, The Fault in Our Stars, Paper Towns, Looking for Alaska, Will Grayson, and Abundance of Catherine. I haven't read the Divergent series, but I have read Me Before You. Wow, I cried. Love, Rosie, and Warhorse. Now, I'm going to leave those in there because there's no point in me taking them out just to put them straight back in because that's where they're going to stay. But I'll take you in with me. Okay, so at the top you've got Paws and Whiskers by Jacqueline Wilson, which I haven't read. Then you've got Girl Online, All I Know Now, On the Other Side, which I have signed. Harry Potter and the Ghost Child, Miranda Hart, Is It Just Me, and David Walliams' Camp David, and I have read all of those. And moving this way, you've got the Hunger Games trilogy, the Uglies trilogy, and all my Harry Potter books, as well as Rainbow Rowell books, which are Fangirl, Eleanor and Park, Carry On, and Landline, and I have read all of those. And that's that. Now I'm going to put them all back. Okay, so all the books that are in there at the moment are books that I have read, and now I'll show you my massive pile of books on my bed that I haven't read. Look at them all. It's just so many. So there we go, all nice and clean. I've got to pop off now because I've got a lot of books to read. But before I go, I'll give you the word for the day, and that is lots. So in Welsh it is llawer, and in French it is beaucoup. So thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you when I see you. Hwyl!